Hello and welcome to Community Report. I am Dare Ido. Ibeju Lekki is now a choice destination for property development companies and arguably the fastest growing real estate region in Nigeria. Endowed with beautiful ocean front and lagoons, this area of Lagos is an attraction for tourists. In Ibeju Lekki, new communities are springing up as well. Of course, these rapid developments may come with some downsides. One may also wonder how these developments are affecting the people who live there, the impact the new businesses are having on the community. On this episode of the program, we visited Ibeju Lekki to explore different sides of the area some call the New Lagos. What comes to mind when Ibeju Lekki is mentioned? Real estate promotional materials and land marketing of the new home for industrialization. The community hosts free trade zone, the deep sea port, Dangote refinery and petrochemical industry, Dangote fertilizer plant and other businesses. Ibeju Lekki is expected to become a central hub for business, manufacturing, warehousing and logistics. It is safe to say the actualization of this plan is in progress. Besides all these massive industrial developments currently ongoing in the area, the construction of residential apartments are also visible in almost every part of the community. Local government authorities are aware that the developments in the area may come at a price. They're not ruling out the overwhelming pressure on key infrastructure.
In fact, in a nutshell, when you mention Ibeju Lekki today, everybody says that is the new Lagos. And they are not far from the truth, because almost everything that is happening in Lagos State and even Nigeria as a whole is happening in Ibeju Lekki. Today, Ibeju Lekki has one of the biggest refineries in the world that is being pioneered by Alhaji Aliko Dangote, which all of you are aware of. You know the value of that investment. Okay, the same thing, you have the Lekki deep sea port, which is bigger than the Apapa port, in Ibeju Lekki here. So there is an airport that is coming in here. So many things are actually coming in at the same time. I think due to our geographical positioning, I think we've been very lucky to become the center of attraction. This place is called Lekki Peninsula. Even in the 80s, it was coined Lekki Peninsula. So it's a piece of land sitting between the Atlantic Ocean and the Lagos Lagoon. So it is a natural attraction for, people who want to live good life. And as such, so Ibeju Lekki is very viable for businesses. It's viable for people who want to live and, have beautiful life. And now it has become an industrial hub. Of course, it comes with a lot of challenges. I won't call it side effects, because there's really no gain without pain. You don't expect businesses to continue to grow without, having to look at infrastructural challenges, which is exactly what we're facing here. Because initially, the number of people who live here, the number of businesses who were here, they were not as much as what we have now. So there's a lot of pressure on our infrastructure, i.e. road infrastructure. But of course, the state government is doing everything humanly possible, to improve our infrastructure. If you travel from Lekki, that's Lekki Phase 1 down to Eleko to Ekpe, you will see the amount of, infrastructural upgrade that is currently going on. Eleko to Ekpe is almost 90 or 95% complete. Now the Lagos State government has commenced Eleko to Ibeju, and then they will take it from Ibeju down to Abraham Adesanya. So we're having challenges of infrastructure, but of course the government is doing everything to address that. The same way, Eleko to the free trade zone, the road has been awarded by the federal government, and so the expansion and upgrade of that road is going to start any moment from now. If you drive down from Lekki Junction to Lekki Deep Sea Port, you will see that the construction company has commenced work. That's high-tech construction company. So the challenges of infrastructure is there, but the advantages, the benefit far outweighs those challenges. What do I mean by that? Since this advent of industrialization and all of this, the economic value of our asset has grown rapidly. People who used to sell land for less than 100,000, those lands are now going for 10, 20 million. You understand? So it's translating to wealth for our people, because the indigenous landowners now can smile to the bank. Okay, so for me, I see a lot of positives in what is happening around here.
The real estate business and the land market may have brought with it land grabbing as a common challenge in Ibeju Lekki.
Yeah, land grabbing is a major issue here. Like I said, land has become, a very, very valuable commodity, around us here. And so there is always the competition for who owns this, who does not own this. And of course, we have the original landowners, who have claim to some of this land asset that we have, and then we also have lands that are under the state's government. They are in custody of state government. So usually the land grabbing thing comes when somebody decides to go to land that does not belong to you, and you just want to use forces and some other criminal. But the government is not the government is doing everything to stop land grabbing. You are aware that there's a special task force created by Lagos State government on the issue of land grabbing, and we've had a lot of advocacy around land grabbing even within this local government. And then early this year, we had the team from Lagos to come and speak to our traditional chiefs, the Bales and the Kabiyesi, about the hills of land grabbing and all of that. But I think lately we can see that it's on the decline, due to the efforts that the state have put in place.
As part of our effort to understand the people and their unique culture, we also touched base with a traditional ruler in one of the communities there.
Ibeju Lekki was found by Adebula, and is the first king in Ibeju in the year 1482. Ibeju Lekki was found 1480, but the Oba Adebula was made an Oba in 1482. Earlier, Ibeju Lekki was set aside from Lagos State map as an industrial area. But we thank God for our able farmers. Let us release some excision or gazette to them, because they will surely be expanded.
We asked the traditional ruler about land grabbing.
Land grabbing issue used to come up from the family, between maybe the senior brother and the junior brother. Someone that cannot just come from nowhere, enter the community and start land grabbing matter. It has to come from the family. But we thank God for Ibeju Lekki. When it comes, we resolve it immediately.